Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm coming into different rooms to do my videos just to have a bit of privacy. Just a different view as well. It's going on for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I just wanted to go through what's happened this afternoon. So 12 o'clock. Earlier than I thought the call was. I thought it was going to be at 2 p.m. I had a call from victim support, a woman called Eva. She sounded like one of my relatives, Charlotte, and she was quite bubbly and kept laughing and giggling. She asked me a lot of things, but she said she couldn't help me liaise with the police. So she couldn't help. When I first contacted victim support, they told me that they could actually, communicate with the police and see why they aren't doing anything with regards to things that I report to the police. But I was told that this lady could not do anything with the police. She said she could certainly write letters to the council. I told you she wasn't going to come out face to face, so I didn't see her face. I had no idea who this person was. All I could hear was a female voice. That was it. She mentioned the HollyGuard app, which is a safety app which can set an alarm off if an attacker is nearby, and you press it, it sets off a really, really loud alarm. I had it installed on my phone before, and it accidentally rang my son, and he contacted me and he said, "Are you all right, Mum?" I said, "Yes." I said it went off by accident, so I removed it. It kept just going off by accident because it locates where you are and tells anybody if you're in danger, but it just went off randomly and contacted my son. It was being a nuisance. When I asked her about getting some alarms for inside the flat, she said she didn't think the office had anything that could help me. When I said that I was considering installing an camera on my door, she said I wouldn't possibly be able to do that. She told me not to do that unless I was 100% sure that my landlord would allow it. So she put me off getting a camera doorbell. She directed me to Age Concern, which said they can help people over 50. It's not just for old age pensioners, but it can be for people over 50. So she said she was going to send me some information about Age Concern. I asked her to see if there was any clubs in Medway that I could learn self-defense, so when I feel a bit more able to protect myself outside. But she didn't seem interested about that. She was more interested in getting me into old age groups. Well, that's what it felt like to me. I mean, literally, I could go to church on a Sunday. I could go to a cathedral service. But as I was saying, I just feel like I've just had enough of living down here now completely, and I want to move out of the area. After I put the call down to victim support, she just said that there's 6 sessions, and I've had one already, so 5 are left. And she said she wanted me to feel happy. I went down to the post box. I had a bill for nearly, what was it, £400, £300, and the council tax bill. I phoned my mother up, and she was her usual self. She said, "Oh, I told Charlotte," she said, "that you didn't want me to keep calling you," which is the truth. But she said, "I thought I'd call you anyway." And immediately I get upset again. Upset, distressed, fed up, like it's like play acting. And I got fed up. I'd cook myself a pasty, mashed potato, beans. I managed to eat it even though I felt distressed and miserable. I ate it. I had a cup of coffee and I tried to calm myself down before I went out for a walk around the field. I do believe they're taking the piss out of who they believe is a man, because these women start giggling and laughing when they speak to me, and I'm a woman. I just got to get fed up of it and pissed off. I just want some help and support. Simple. It's not rocket science that I need help and support, and I'm not getting it. And this woman is not coming out. No one's coming out to help me. My mother's work has gone on holiday. My mum secured a worker, and this woman has now gone on holiday and can't help my mum. She's on holiday. She's told my mum she's on holiday while my elderly mother is sat indoors needing help. She's gone on holiday. And this is all that's happening. It's ridiculous. So, I grabbed a can of Pepsi Max because my mum said that she was just like drinking tap water. So I grabbed myself a can of Pepsi Max, got Max ready, and I am throwing rubbish out because I want to move. I've had a fucking enough of this noise upstairs. I've had enough of it. It doesn't matter. I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to move. So I'm just emptying the place. So I've 5 bin bags I've thrown out today. We're going to start getting rid of the furniture. And then we get someone to remove the washing machine because I don't want it. It don't fucking work. It's no use to me. No one's helped me get it out of the building. So I'll have to get someone to come and get it. I can have it for scrap. It doesn't fucking work. And I don't want to get new things for this property when I want to move out of it. So me and Max went down the stairs. One of the neighbours has stuck something on their door, on their front door, stuck something on there, thinking that I'm going to go nosy and pull it off. No. I went down the stairs, out of the building. Obviously, there's no other post. I've just got a lead coming for my TV. All I want, don't want money, don't want loads of stuff. I just want my television set working. So the aerial's not come. And I know this aerial would get the TV to work, so it's not come. So we're just waiting for a lead to stick into the back of the telly and in the TV socket in the wall, because I got the wrong lead. So that's not come. Walked out of the building and I thought they're bound to do some street theatrics. They're bound to try and fuck my life up and make it miserable, because this woman said she wanted to make me happy. And I thought, right, this is not going to happen. Just wait for something. So I walked up to the field and this woman walked past me and she went to her dog, Ben, and Ben is my mother's mental health worker. So I ignored that because I think Ben, talking about Ben starts my mother Jennifer off. Carried on walking. And I've got loads of hair, right? It's not blonde, it's not glossy blonde, but I've got hair and you pull it, doesn't come off, it's my hair. So there's a couple of blondes on the path, blonde women with long blonde hair. One's got a Burberry cap, one's got her hair in a ponytail, and they start talking to each other, giggling, talking. There's an old couple on a bench and they're talking just past this elderly couple. I must mention beforehand that the ginger-haired lady at the other block of flats down the bottom, there was a guy by the bin. It wasn't the cleaner. It was a guy, I don't know who he was. He was stood by the bin with his back to me. Put the rubbish in the bin with Max and just walked. As I walked past him, he'd moved from the bin, and this ginger-haired lady from the other block of flats at the bottom, and he just randomly started talking to the ginger-haired lady. So I carried on walking. It looked like Derek talking to the ginger-haired lady at the bottom of the road. He had long hair tied in a ponytail, a man with a beard. I carried on walking up to the field. I told you about the two blondes and the old couple sat on the bench. And then I started, the blonde girl kept, wherever I was going, she was going. And I thought, no, I just want to walk my dog. So I managed to get Max off the lead when she was whistling for a dog. She had a dog whistle. And of course my mum said she was in excruciating pain and this noise was niggling my ears. Walked around the field, got Max off, drank my Pepsi Max and started coming home. And the guy upstairs is not bald. He's got black hair. He's not 400 pounds and he's not bald. So what did the shenanigans they get up to? I'm coming back home and my mum said that she's just like got £10 and she gave it to Sue to get her some food and I really haven't got any money. So there's a bald guy. He's massive. He must be about 400, 500 pounds. And he's parked his car outside my flat and he's stood there with shades on. Now, this is my hair and I wear sunglasses, yeah? So you've got this massive bald guy standing by the communal door at the bottom. He must be about 400, 500 pounds with a bald head and sunglasses on. And he's got bags of shopping. And I just went, oh, I've had a fucking enough of this to myself. I just went, I've just had enough of this. I went round the back and went in the back entrance. And he was still by the front door with his bags. And I just went upstairs and came into my flat. Mimicking the guy upstairs, but he's not the guy upstairs. He was mimicking him, but he was about 500. He was out here with a bald head and he had two bags and he was staring with his sunglasses on. And I'm a woman. I'm not bald. I'm not extremely large. It's ridiculous. So I went round the back, come up the stairs, come into my flat, made myself a cup of coffee. I'm trying to relax. I've come into the bathroom to do this video because I just feel like people are listening and I don't want banging against the wall. It puts me off. I don't want people doing stupid things in front of me, and I've just come in here to do this video. And yeah, I did rip that bill up because it's at least 15 years old and it should be written off. It's just been printed off someone's computer and they can stick it up their bum, because I could do with £300 myself, but I don't scam and con other people out of it like other people do. If I haven't got the money, I just go without. I don't scam people and pinch and steal. I go without. I haven't been into the co-op for about 2 weeks. I haven't. People think that I've got money in my purse. They think I'm going to rush off to the co-op. I'm not. That McDonald's was cheap. It was about 15 quid. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't like a great big bucket of food. It was like a small shake, 2 small burgers and some fries. It wasn't a lot at all. And that's it until I get my delivery probably Saturday or Sunday. Do you know what I mean? They keep trying to push you sexually as well. I've got men now talking to women in front of me. I don't want to talk to men. I don't want to get involved with anybody. So I've now got men like waiting for me to come out or waiting somewhere. And then they turn around and talk to a strange woman that they don't even know. Oh, hello. Oh, good morning. And I don't care. I don't care. I'm happy by myself. I don't know. It's sexual bullying. I've suffered with that. They think I'm going to do something silly, talk to somebody. I am a woman. I'm not interested in a woman. Now, listen to this. So I've spent 45-50 minutes talking to Eva. This blonde woman on the field was trying to show off in front of me and I just completely ignored it and carried on walking. I get into my flat and I've got this message off of Facebook. And I don't know whether it's a joke or it's real, and they're taking the piss out of somebody else. So I've got a picture of a bloke, and 4 of his photographs are of him dressed as a bloke. And then I've got another one of him dressed in a fancy dressed outfit with a blonde wig on. And apparently his name is Bella. He's bisexual. This bloke is bisexual. He's 44. And his name is, his female version of himself is Bella. What did I do? Put it in the delete box. Put it in the delete box. They are mucking about and fucking winding me up. I don't mind if somebody's bi. I'm not bi. I'm not interested in a woman. I don't want to fuck a man as a woman. No, thank you. Put it in the delete box. On my profile, heterosexual. I only sleep with blokes. Right? Leave me alone. I don't want to sleep with a woman. I don't want to have a threesome with a woman. Right? End of. So, someone's trying to force me to have a relationship with a woman. Will you please fuck off? If I say no, I mean no. Anyway, screenshotted it. It's gone in the documents to give to the police of this sexual harassment and bullying. And we just leave it at that. So I don't want to speak to women. I don't want a relationship with a woman. How much do I have to prove that I'm a woman? And where's this confusion coming from? I think my hooters are big enough, don't you? Honestly. Anyway, guys, this is happening to me every single day. Being harassed by females. I don't want a relationship with a woman. Just makes me angry. They keep hovering about. What am I supposed to do? I said good morning to the male cleaner this morning, and that's when my mother rang me on the phone. It's just fucking weird. All I said to him was good morning when I was throwing my rubbish out, because he was stood in front of the communal door, and it's politeness, isn't it? Rather than walking around like... I'm going to go now. There's going to be... I'd like to do a charity shop haul. I'd like to go into I haven't been into a charity shop since those blokes harassed me in the newsagents. And I wonder who told them to do that. I'd like to go to a charity shop, even if it's with £10. So whoever you are, keep showing off. Keep trying to fucking show off what you've got, which is nothing. And I'd rather be poor in myself than a rich bitch like you. You might think you're rich, but you're not, because you can be rich with nothing instead of being greedy rich and pinching off other people. See you later.